Hello, everybody. I know Shatika's out there. I don't know if anybody else is watching. Good evening, Shatika. How are you doing? Shows that I got 8 watching. Oh, there's Reverend Kelly. Well, hello, Reverend Kelly. We got Shatika and Reverend Kelly in the house with us tonight, and about 8 other people watching. And there's Dennis. No, it wasn't a typo. I'm live. And we did have a tornado, I think, in Granbury yesterday. It like tore my. I mean, we got pretty bad winds here, and I've never had winds so strong that it did my greenhouse the way it did. I mean, it was like sucking the whole plastic off of the frame. I was out there ever trying to pull it back down, put the rocks back down on it, and about the time I got it all secured, another gust would come and just suck it right back up again. So finally, after it knocking all my trays of seeds off of the shelves, um, well, most of them off the shelves anyway, I finally just took the plastic off, the cover off of the greenhouse. It's in the shed right now, and I've got all my trays of my seeds that were saved, just sitting in the backyard. Some up are on cinder blocks, some are just on the ground. But it turned some of the trays completely upside down. So by the time I got everything picked up, the cups were destroyed. You don't know where the seeds were because some of it hadn't started to come up yet. Some of it had. But I can't remember the name of it that Brooklyn sent. I did fix 2 pots with some of those seeds in it. They survived. They didn't dump over with. Uh, I had them in another pot or a tray with 4 other cups, and I had hers marked sitting at the end, the 2 cups, and they survived. So they haven't come up yet, but so I don't know where the tornado was. I don't know if it was anywhere close to here, but we sure as heck got wind from it, I'll tell you. And there's Martha Berry. Hi there. Glad I'm on tonight. Usually watch each morning, so sorry you lost your seedlings. Yeah, it was a lot of work and a lot of seeds that got dumped over, but I did put a lot of that dirt back into those little white pots that I had. And I said, I know there's seeds somewhere in that dirt. I don't know how many seeds or what seeds, but maybe eventually they'll work their way and come up, and then I'll play a guessing game as to what they are. But I'll go ahead and plant something else in them too in the meantime. I'm planting everything this year. I've already got beets, parsnips, turnips. In fact, I got 2 beets. I've got a red beet and a yellow beet. I've got celery. I've got 6 plants of celery going out there now. I've planted lavender. I've already got squash and zucchini coming up. I may have to cover them. If it gets down to freezing one night, I'll just take my Coke bottles, or either, because they're in totes, I can take the lids to the totes and cover them. And usually that's sufficient if it's only for one night. If it's in like 3 or 4 nights and the daytime it doesn't get above freezing, nothing's going to help them. But if it's just one night freeze, I can just cover them up with the lids. And the ones I can't cover up with the lids, I can cover up with my miniature greenhouses, as I call them, that I make, that I can turn upside down and put on them, on some of the plants. But not everything has come up yet, because some of the stuff takes a while to come up. And of course, I'm planting bell pepper, the green, red, orange, yellow. I like to plant all the colors because I like to cook with all of them. I'm going to be planting jalapenos. I haven't done it yet. I've got some other hot pepper seed that was in the trays that I don't know where the seeds are. So I'm going to replant jalapenos for sure, and a bunch of other hot peppers. I always like to plant the sweet peppers too, the little ones that kind of look like a jalapeno, but you can get them, they're orange, red, green, yellow. I like to use those in salads, and I just like to eat them because they're good. And those are the ones that I like to stuff with cream cheese, and mix up the cream cheese with the jalapeno, the cowboy candy that I've got. Stuff the little I stuff the little sweet peppers with that because I can make it as hot as I want it, or as mild as I want it. I like to stuff them and wrap them in bacon and fix those just like most people do the jalapenos. But the jalapenos have got to where if the whole pepper is just too hot, my stomach can't handle it anymore. And there's William. Hello, William. Well, I've been busy out there today setting up that last greenhouse, that little raised bed greenhouse. I've got it out here on that side with the other ones. I think that's all I'm going to put out here. I mean, I've got that whole corner full. And I'm going to try it. I'll see how it works out there. But my okra grows so good in that little swimming pool that I said, man, I've got to try one of the raised beds around. And I tried to grow carrots and radishes, but I don't know if maybe I didn't plant them at the right time of the year or what, but they didn't do too good. But the arugula did fantastic, and my volunteer tomato plant did great in the other end of that bed last year. But I've replanted it with carrots, the whole thing. I've got, I think, a pepper plant or something, or seeds in that little pot at one end, and I still got the arugula at one end. I don't know if it's going to survive. I mean, it looks pretty bad right now, but I haven't pulled it out. We'll see. I mean, if it doesn't look like it's going to make it or come back, I'll just pull it out and plant more or something else there. I eat arugula, but I'm not crazy about it because of the bitter taste it has. Duty. Moody Dennis. That reminds me of the nickname we had for my cousin when we were little. We used to call my cousin, his name was Robert. But for some reason, one of his little sisters that was younger than him, I think it was because that's all she could say at the time, she started calling him Duty. Doody, Duty. So it stuck with him. Everybody started calling him Duty. Nobody ever called him by his right name. He was always Duty. And that made me think of it with y'all writing Duty in the chat tonight. Yeah, my heart sank when I raised the door of the greenhouse and saw most of my seed trays upside down on the ground. And I had okra coming up. I don't know where the okra plants went. They're in the dirt somewhere. But I got more okra. I've got to replant it. And I think I'm just going to direct sow it right in that little swimming pool where I had it planted last year and it did so well. I know you're supposed to rotate, but hey, it grew so well there, I'm planting it again there this year. Did he ever get any on anyone? Just don't call me late for supper. I don't know what you're talking about, William. Did he ever get any on anyone? Yeah, I'm planting a little bit of everything. I want to get my winter squash out, my patty pan squash. I can't wait to grow some decent looking patty pan squash. I don't think my plant's got enough sun the years I've been planting it, but I think this year I'll put it in a sunnier place, and hopefully it'll grow better and produce patty pan squash. Gooder Bear, any advice on sobriety? I don't know. I'm not an alcoholic, if that's what you're talking about. So, I mean, I don't even like to drink. I never do drink. I don't like beer, alcohol, or anything like that. So, I wouldn't know how to advise somebody on sobriety, if that's what you're talking about. Some of these other people in the chat might could tell you or give you some advice. Anybody in the chat know anything about advice on sobriety? Hang around with good people. That's all I can say. Get a drink. What do you mean get a drink? Maybe he's trying to not drink. I don't know. I got my light that was given to me up here in the front of the camera instead of behind this kitchen light on, because that kitchen light glared so bad it just put like a white fuzz across the screen. So I turned it on and off, and I've got the light on that my subscriber had sent me that I hardly ever think to use, but I figured, well, it's got to be better than this light behind me, so it's on. Have a beer and think about it. William, that's not good advice if he doesn't want to drink. I mean, he's got to be more descriptive about that. Hi, Donna. How is Donna doing tonight? Lighting looks good. Okay. I can't tell because I'm looking at the camera. I can see what the camera sees. I can't see what you see. I hope the picture's clear tonight and it's not all fuzzy. Don't have a beer. Y'all are something else. Maybe when I upgrade my phone and my computer this year, or the end of this year, maybe my videos will be better. Because this laptop I got is ancient, so the reception I get on it is not good. And I don't have the state-of-the-art camera to video with or go live with, so I'm hoping everything will improve as time goes by. We got Tamara in the house. Hey, Tamara. What's Tamara up to tonight? And there's Gladys. Did I wake you up, Gladys? Or were you already up? Yeah, I got to feel that. I've got it set up. I've got it leveled. I've got all the cardboard I can find in the bottom of it. I started throwing little twigs and logs and wood bark and stuff in the very bottom. The next, I have to go rake up some leaves and start putting leaves in the bottom of it. And then compost and food scraps that I've got. And then some of my native dirt around here, and then some topsoil and maybe just a little bit of potting mix or raised bed soil that I can, just put maybe that much of across the top to put seeds in. Because I'm going to fill it full of seeds. Maybe most of them will come up. Happy Wednesday to you, Tamara. You're up but not happy. What's wrong, Gladys? Well, I was down in the dumps, but I got out there, started putting more seeds out, and started working more in the garden, and just got my greenhouse off my mind for a bit, because it doesn't even have a cover on it right now. It's emptied out. But you know, when I was going around the garden today, I noticed that Lucky was over there laying down in the middle of the greenhouse frame, right in the floor, where he loves to lay. Just like it had the top and the sides on it. He's wondering where his house went. You can't say, oh, I'm sorry. It was. I ate the last of it for my dinner tonight. We got Brooklyn Marie in the house. Hi, Brooklyn. I think one of the problems, that greenhouse cover is the one I wanted, but it was not the exact same size as the frame I've got. It was probably maybe 3 or 4 inches too tall, because it wouldn't pull down and fit on the frame at the top the way it should. Therefore, it was short at the bottom where the flaps pull out, and I usually put heavy rocks and stuff around it to hold it down. Well, it wasn't long enough to pull out much at all to secure it down, so I'm not putting that one back on it. I'm going to try to do something else with it. And right now it's the 5th, almost 6th of March, so it's almost my planting time anyway. Usually I plant, I start planting the second week in March anyway, so. And I've got seeds in my miniature greenhouses, my clear white totes. I've got 3 of them just sitting on the ground beside my shed out there with seed pots in it. And I keep it covered. If it gets real hot during the day, I'll lift the cover up a little bit and let it air, get some air. But I've got seeds coming up in that too. I love liver. I love beef liver and I love chicken liver. But liver is good for you. People say they don't like to eat much of it because it would make their cholesterol go high. But I don't eat it all the time. Maybe I might eat chicken livers maybe once a month, sometimes not even once a month. But I love them. I don't care. I love them fried with some gravy and mashed potatoes and good old hot biscuit. But I love them cooked in rice too. So cooking them in rice won out this time. Maybe next time I'll fry them. But liver is supposed to be good for your hair. It's got all the stuff in it that's supposed to help your hair grow. And Dennis says, I'd eat chicken liver for breakfast every day. I could too, because I love it. You tried watching Dennis last night. He was singing cowboy tunes. I tried listening to one, but I never did see a chat or anything. And in the background, he was either watching a live of mine or one of the videos, because I could hear myself talking in the background, and I know it was on his TV. Mullet gizzards. Now, I don't care much about. I'll eat chicken gizzards, but I'm not crazy about them. Because usually they're not cooked to where you can even eat them. They're like rubber. Sometimes I'll get chicken livers and gizzards, and I'll throw them in my rice and cook them till they're really done. And those gizzards are tender. Now, they're pretty good like that. I do too, Martha. I like chicken livers with rice and gravy. Dennis has a great quivering voice. You enjoyed it? Yeah, I couldn't figure out if he was actually live or was this a video he recorded and just said he was live because I never did see a chat come up of any kind. You couldn't get in the chat and talk. Thank you, Donna, but you blocked me on your phone. What? And there's Cindy Davis. Hello, Cindy. Sounds like a good time. Well, do you ever see a live chat box, Gladys, when you see any of his live videos or his lives? Yeah, Wilson, we don't know where Wilson is. Donna said, yes, I have. Yeah, I thought he was live when I went in there to start watching it. I thought he was supposed to be live right then, but I never did see a chat box come up. You hit the thumbs up. I've got 10, shows 10 thumbs up. No, I haven't seen Alfonso lately. I don't know where he's at or what he's up to. I'm sure he's busy with his trains or videoing or something. I haven't seen much of Kai either from Hawaii. I guess he's dead tired working all the time and he's trying to do videos too. Just Dennis and upside down video. Yeah, I saw that one where he had it turned up sideways or something. I did a video today on planting my peppers because I was going to plant them anyway. So I decided to do a video on it because I did one, I think when I first started my gardening channel, I showed people how I planted the seeds and everything. So I did a short one today that I'll post tomorrow for all the new subscribers that never did see the other video that I did probably almost 2 years ago. That's right, Gladys. Dennis, you can at least dance for us in one of your lives. Cindy Davis Noel says, what's the topic tonight? I was confused, thought it was Thursday trivia. My husband said it's Wednesday. Just made sour cream onion dip for my lightly salted chops because I'm hungry waiting for it. Yeah, I had forgot to post Thursday, so I set this one up to get it posted, and then I turned right around and posted the one for tomorrow night. I was going to go live last night, but I was so tired and I was stressed. When I got through picking up my dumped over seed trays and quit wrestling with that greenhouse and the wind, I was too tired to go live. So I said, I'll just wait. I kind of wanted to go live because I said, well, I need the moral support of my subscribers. But I was just too tired to do it. And then, like I said, working in the garden and stuff, doing a few things and replanting some seeds made me feel a lot better today. The bacon wrapped cream cheese poppers to get ready. Oh, I love those, but you know, I don't use the jalapenos anymore. I use those little sweet peppers. They look like jalapenos, but they're the sweet ones. You can get a whole bag of them. They're orange, red, yellow, different colors. I buy those and I stuff them with the wrap, you know, the cream cheese, just like everybody does with the jalapenos. And then I wrap them with bacon and put them in the oven. Only I mix the cream cheese with Cowboy Candy Relish because it's got the jalapenos in it. But I can control how hot it is because I don't have to put a ton of Cowboy Candy in there. I mix in just enough to give it enough heat that it's good, but not so hot that it bothers my stomach. And they're really good. The little sweet peppers like that. Yeah, that, like I said, Tamara, I was going to do it, but after I got through getting everything cleaned up and quit fighting the wind and the cover on the greenhouse and finally decided to take it off, by the time I got through with all of it, I was just so wore out. And just the stress of everything had me wore out. So I just decided not to try to go live. Wrap some chicken liver with bacon. Now that would be good, Dennis. Oh my God, that's a heart attack waiting to happen right there. But it would be so good. Oh, your husband browns Jimmy Dean's hot sausage to mix some cream cheese. Well, I bet that would be good too. You know what? Well, I don't have any little peppers. I'd have to go buy the peppers. And then if I stuff them and cook them, I'm going to sit there and eat them all. And I'm not sure that would be a good thing because I love them. But it would be good to mix, you know, brown sausage, cook your sausage, put it in the cream cheese, and then put some of my Cowboy Candy Relish in it, which is hot jalapenos, sweet jalapenos, but they're hot. That would be good, all mixed in with the sausage and the cream cheese to stuff them little sweet peppers with. Next time I fix them, I'm going to try them like that. That would be breakfast peppers to me, breakfast poppers with sausage in them. Yeah, I did a video on them. My son loves the jalapeno stuff with cream cheese and wrapped in bacon. But the peppers, the jalapenos, I can't eat the whole pepper like that anymore. My stomach goes into fits. I mean, I immediately get the hiccups because my stomach is fighting the pepper. So I can't eat them. So I started buying the bags of the small bag. I mean, you got, I don't know, maybe 20 little peppers in there. But they're just the right size, like the big fat jalapenos, you know, because they're about that long, but they're kind of fat. They're about that big around. But they're sweet peppers, and I can eat them. And I'll make my mixture and just stuff those and wrap them in bacon and put them in the oven and cook them just like I would the jalapenos, and they're real good. And they're colorful because they're all different colors. Only I don't have any green ones because those are the jalapenos. Oh, Edith's in the house. Well, hey, Edith. How's Edith doing? I told the ladies I'm not your friend no more. Well, good for you, Edith. And there's Scott the man. Jesus loves you too. All right, it's time to ask the first question for a prize. And you know it is seeds because it's gardening time. And this is on my video that was posted this morning. It was on my comfort meal. I know I had chicken livers and rice, and I had greens. What was the other side dish? Can anybody tell me what the third side dish was to that meal? I've been landscaping for 18 years. I love your videos. Well, thank you, Scott the Man. Sweet potato fries. Tamara Aimling got it. I'll be sending you some seeds. I don't know what seeds, but I haven't picked them out or anything. I'm writing your name down so I don't forget it. I got an email from Dennis. He said he's planted his pumpkin seeds I sent already. Yeah, she's Speedy Gonzalez. I had sweet potato fries. You're exactly right. And Dennis come in second. No, didn't have cabbage. I had sweet potato fries. I had greens from the garden that I cooked and froze in little packages. And I had chicken livers cooked in rice. I spelled fries correctly. Well, good for you, Dennis. Yeah, I've got plenty of seeds. So I'm going to be replanting. I was going to replant the okra today, but I think what I'm going to do is go out there and kind of till up all the dirt that's in that little blue pool where I had them planted last year. I'm going to go out there and till it up tomorrow a little bit. I'm going to add some mulch into it, compost, to freshen it up a little bit. And then I'm going to just put my okra seed in it. I mean, it's not a very big space, but I can plant them there and maybe somewhere else. I haven't decided yet where. But they did so good there last year. And one year I planted the large okra in the cinder blocks that borders my garden out here. Oh my God, y'all, I had 10-foot tall okra stalks. I had to bend the top down to pick the okra on the top. And when the wind blew, it would blow them over. It looked crazy. I sent my son a picture of it. He said, I've never seen okra that big. They liked it in them blocks. I might put me some more in there this year. I had it full of peppers and stuff last time. I might rotate and put some okra back in there this time and see what it does. I mean, so I had okra planted in a couple of the pots at the corner of that shed back here. And my okra was taller than the shed. Like I said, I had to literally pull the stalk down and bend it over to get the okra off the top. I think I'm going to do that this year because it tickles me to death to see them get that big. See if they'll grow that big this year. That's Texas okra, yeah. I grew some Texas okra this last year. Or not last year, the year I planted them in the cinder blocks. Got a message on my Facebook. I got virus. Plan to try to go to Verizon. Someone must have control my phone. I don't know what happened, but my Facebook is fine. Oh, I'm sorry, Edith. Yeah, there's so many people out there that just hack into your internet, into your phones and your computers and everywhere else. I'm winning next time, Tamara. Well, Dennis, you almost won tonight. I mean, won this time. But I got another question before the night's over. Maybe you'll be the winner of that one. I don't know. What is my favorite plant that lasts the longest through fall into winter? I think it has to be my peppers. I mean, I had bell peppers, jalapenos, sweet peppers, Hungarian hot peppers, right on through most of the winter. I love growing the tomatoes, but it's just getting them out at the right time and getting the right amount of sun and the right amount of shade on them. I got out some Ponderosa Pink tomato seeds. They haven't come up yet. But you know, my Ponderosa Pink tomatoes didn't start producing till the end of the summer last year. And I only got maybe 3 or 4 tomatoes off of it, off of several bushes, because I didn't get them out early enough, I don't think. Hopefully this year I'll get them out earlier. No, I don't have jasmine. I planted thyme. I need to replant cilantro because I think this last freeze we had killed that poor surviving cilantro plant. And then probably by the time it starts growing and doing anything, the heat will kill it. But I replanted thyme. I've got rosemary. I've got no, they're not, Cindy. The Ponderosa Pink tomatoes are not acidic at all. I was disappointed because I like my tomatoes a little acidy. And the Ponderosa Pinks were not at all. Everything I've got, most of it is off the ground. You know, I'm planting in 5-gallon buckets. I'm planting in big totes or big pots that are about 2 foot off the ground. Um, so everything I'm planting is not right on the ground. My raised beds are at least 1 foot off the ground. Um, that little swimming pool was probably was the lowest to the ground. And I'm going to have to replace it after this year because I touched the side of it and it just crumbled like a potato chip in my hand. The sun is just destroyed. The hot sun here in Texas destroys plastic of any kind. Oh, that's a scam, Edith. You got people from out of the country telling you that you got to buy this gift card for X amount of dollars and then send it to them and they'll take care of your problem. Don't send them anything. Those are the scammers. They're thieves. They will take your money and they will not do a thing for you. Yeah, I like my tomatoes to be a little acidic. Yeah, that I've had several of those guys gotten involved with over the internet, and they tell me, well, we'll do this, that, and the other, but you got to send us a gift card first. That will be payment for us. You go to your Walmart and get this particular gift card for X amount of dollars, and then send it to me. I thought I cussed one out yesterday. Oh, and I did get my money back on my checking account. You know, I told you I had about $800 scammed out of my checking account on three different charges, and it was like bam, 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 like a matter of seconds, one right behind the other for like 230, 240, 250. but it come to about $800. And they did catch the last one and denied the charge, but there was still other ones sitting there before it got to that one. So yeah, I got the money put back in my account. And I got into another guy just yesterday. I don't know how it was. Oh, I had ordered greasy bean seed from Esty. And you know, Esty has different sellers on their site. And it went through this other company. This guy was selling seeds and stuff. And the delivery came, it was two different little envelope packages, and each package was identical, and each package had a little bitty, well, I'll show it to you. I got it right here. You know, you get the little white, like envelope cards and packages in the mail. This is what they sent me. It looks like popcorn. This is not greasy seeds. And it showed on their site that they were delivered that day. I think they came Friday or Saturday. And when I went to Esty State, it showed that they were delivered that particular day that these came. And then I went to, I think it was Amazon where I ordered seeds. And it showed theirs was delivered on the same day. These were not from Amazon. And the guy I contacted that I bought my greasy bean seeds from said he doesn't even sell popcorn or corn of any kind. I said, well, it shows that those greasy bean seeds have been delivered. And they were delivered the same time these were. And I said, I have not received greasy bean seeds at all. I don't have them. And it shows on Esty that they were delivered. And, you know, you can contact the seller, which I did. And then on Amazon, it shows that they were delivered. I haven't gotten either one. I got 2 packages of popcorn seed. That's crazy. I know it's popcorn because my dad has planted popcorn before. We grew our own popcorn when I was growing up in North Carolina. Anytime we wanted popcorn when it was growing, we'd go out in the backyard, run out in the garden and break us an ear of corn, come in the house and shell it and throw it in the pot. And we had popcorn. But that is not bean seed, y'all. Look at that. That's corn. Both packages. Yeah, but I don't want to grow popcorn. I can't eat the popcorn anymore. My stomach can't handle the hulls. So I don't know what I'm going to do. They've charged me for them. And I don't want to get in and notify the bank and say that those are two things I paid for and I've never received them, because they're just going to take the charges off and then they'll cancel my debit card again to send me a new one, and I just got a new one. But one of the subscribers was saying something about greasy beans. They were really good. They were white beans. And I got to looking and I found them on, was on Amazon or Esty. 2 places, Amazon and Esty. And I said I didn't know which ones was the one she was talking about. So I ordered a package on Amazon, and then I found them on Esty, another kind of greasy bean. So I ordered 2 of them from 2 different buyers. And I've never gotten either one of them. Yeah, all I got was popcorn. And I sent him the pictures of what I received. And he said, well, we don't even send our seed out in packages like that. I said, well, where are the ones I bought from you then? Esty shows that they were delivered. I have not received them. So I don't know if he'll send me any or not. I have no idea. But I'm out my money twice for the seeds because I've never gotten them. Or Redenbacher would be ashamed if he were alive. That's not funny, but it's really funny if it wasn't you. Yeah. I might grow it just for the heck of it. I guess if it grows and produces popcorn, I can give it to my son. I don't know where I'd grow it at though. I don't want to use my raised bed to grow popcorn. I might stick a couple of seeds out there just to see if it'll grow. I did put regular corn in each pot that I'm growing my foot-long beans and stuff in my pea garden, as I call it. Because it's supposed to be a good companion for the running vines of a bean or a pea, is to grow corn with them so the vines can grow up the corn stalk. So I said, well, I'm going to try that, see if that'll help them go up the trellis if they've got corn stalks to go up too. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. Use it for a trivia prize? Well, I could. But I was holding on to it until I could figure out what's going on, because I thought it was awfully strange that Esty showed that my seeds were delivered this exact same day that popcorn seed came. Do it, Linda. Try growing it. Well, if I grow it, then I have lots of popcorn seed, won't I? No, I called them because I hadn't received a letter to see what was going on. And I said, they caught the last charge and they refused to pay that. So that was put back on my account. But I said, there's several other charges for over $200 each. And I said, they've not been put back on my account yet. What's going on? And she checked and she said, well, let me check into it and we'll get back with you. But she said, I'm sure that'll be put back too. And then it was like a day or so later, I checked my checking account online and they were back. All of it was put right back on my account. I don't know what it is, but I don't know if I still got the envelopes they were in. I'm sure I do somewhere, because I wouldn't have thrown them away. That was evidence of how I received them. I just stepped on a sticker that I brought in on the bottom of my shoe, and it didn't feel good because I'm walking around in my stocking feet. Just my socks on. But these are the envelopes. And both are from the same place. They're little flat envelopes. And you can see the address or the name on it, London. Well, maybe you can't see it. It's Landon Pand, Landyn, Landon, and then last name is Pand. And I checked this address, and it's for a warehouse. And I tried checking to see if somehow I ordered them from Temu, but it doesn't show that I ordered any seeds from them. Because, when you go on there, you can go to your orders and see what you've ordered. But I had one of these packages in each one of those envelopes. And they were delivered the exact same day that Esty says my seed for my beans were delivered. So you tell me what's going on. We got Country Cutie in the house. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. I mean, I don't want to turn around and buy them again because you can't find them everywhere. And I don't want to spend my money and be sent corn again. I've got the Amazon app on my phone. I've not had any problem with it. Yeah, I don't know who. I didn't order corn from anywhere. The only seeds I ordered was the greasy bean seeds, and I ordered 2 packages. I ordered one from one seller and one from another seller, and that's what I got. 2 identical packages with the same name on it, the exact same address, from El Monte, California. And when I put that address in the computer and done a search on it, it brought up a warehouse where they were mailed out of. So I don't know. Don't know. I've got Amazon, love it. Yeah, I do too, because I order from Amazon. I've got, so a lot of times I'll order the cat's food from Amazon. Because I could order it tonight and it'll be here tomorrow most of the time. I sell on eBay once in a while, but I don't have eBay app on my phone because I don't use it that often. Yeah, I got Walmart, Amazon. Cutie, I'm debating. I can't afford to have my bank account cleaned out. Well, it wasn't, it didn't have anything to do with Amazon where my charges, my debits went to. Whoever this person was that was doing the charges to my checking account, it went through Zelle, Zelle. I don't know how in the world they got my information and went through Zelle to put three or four charges of over $200 each one against my my checking account. But at least I got it back. But I got in around with a guy, the same spiel that I got into one time before, and I knew he was just a scam. He was a ripoff. They send out these messages to you or emails to you and tell you that there's a problem, you need to contact them, and when you contact them, they'll tell you they're going to take care of things, but you need to sign into your account. But don't ever do that, because that's one way they can get your money out. You get into your account while you're on the phone with them, and somehow they can get in through your phone, through the internet, and get into your bank account. And I cussed him out. He said, "Lady, I'm telling you, I am with these people." I said, "No, you're not. You're a lying, you know what, scam artist, and I'm not dealing with you." I told him off, cussed him out, and hung up on him. Yeah, if you ever get in a round with someone on the phone and they tell you to they'll ask you, "Do you have a computer?" Can you sign into your bank account? You need to do that. And then they'll want to take control of your computer. And when they do, they'll clean your bank account out. It's happened to so many other people. And I know that's what he was trying to do. And I said, oh no. I assure you I'm with these people. I said, like hell you are. I said, I work too hard for my money for you to get it. And you're not. I don't remember who was telling me about the beans, but they said they were real good. That their mother had planted them, and that she cooked them all the time, and they were so good. So it got me interested. So I started looking up greasy bean seeds, and I found several different ones, and I don't know for sure exactly which one she ordered, but she said there were white beans, and I ordered 2 different packages. And they were like it come to like $7.99 each package, because they charge you like $4 shipping for one little package of seeds, which is outrageous. So each one of these little packages cost me $7.99, y'all. And then they're not even my greasy bean seeds, they're corn. These people make a living. I mean, it's their occupation. They sit in their basement or their attic or their bedroom on their computer all day long, all night, and they're scamming people. They're cleaning people's bank accounts out. I literally told him, I said, if I could see you, I'd put a bullet between your eyes. I said, that's what needs to happen to you. And maybe I shouldn't say that on the internet on my live, but oh well. Well, Temu stuff is shipped out of warehouses in the United States. And when you return something to Temu, they give you a mailing label to put on your package so you know you're sending it to the right place. And I could have sent it back. I could send these back to this address right here. But if it goes to the warehouse, what are they going to do with it? They just going to chunk it, throw it in the garbage? What are they going to do with it? I don't know if that's where I need to send it. I don't think it is. Usually it's not the place that ships them out. It's some other place that you send it a thing if you're going to return it. Tamara, that's good. I had one of those calls. I finally asked the girl, does your mama know you scam people for a living? She said no, and she hung up. Good for you, Tamara. Yeah, they ought to take all those scammers, because most of them are from out of the country. They can't even speak good English. They need to line them up, and you know what? Do target practice. Well, I've never had that happen on Facebook, Edith. Unless you tried to order something from one of those advertisements that they have on Facebook. Then you might have got into some bad people. Dennis says, I just got a new job. I'm going to go buy a big bag of popcorn and be right back. And I really wanted to try those greasy bean seeds. I had never heard of them before. But they look kind of like a lima bean or just any kind of bean. But she said they were so good. And I said, well, I got to try these beans, and it don't look like I'm going to, because Walmart don't sell them. I've looked at all their seeds. They don't have them. I got to come up with another question. Take a bag with butter. Can't eat popcorn without butter. Butter and salt. Oh my God. I'm looking for a good question to come up with. Oh, I know. One of my latest videos. What kind of dessert did I make? I lost about half because they were all dumped over. And, trying to get them picked up, a lot of the pots came apart. And the Country Cutie. Country Cutie got this one. Apple fritters is right. Okay, Country Cutie, I don't know if I've got your mailing address or not, but if I don't, send it to my email. That HauserLinda49@gmail.com. So I'll know where to send your seeds, because I'm giving away seeds for your garden because it's planting time. I got Tamara Amelin come in with the answer too, and Cindy did. Cindy came in second. Country Cutie come in first though. So yeah, now Country Cutie Speedy Gonzalez. If I end up planting these things because I don't get my money back or they tell me not to send them back, I guess, like I said, I'll have popcorn seeds to give away as prizes. I mean, each one of them little packages cost me $8 because it was $7.99, counting the $4 shipping for a little package like that. Can you believe it? I need seeds and I need to be faster. Well, we got Tamara Aimling that won the first time, Country Cutie. I don't know who'll get the third one. It's gotten chilly tonight. It's down to 48 degrees right now. All right, I got the next question, but I'm not asking it yet. We got to wait a while. I don't want your popcorn seeds. I'm not sending nobody my popcorn seeds because I don't know if it's settled about these yet or not. They may say to send them back and they'll give me my bean seeds. I don't know, so I'll hold on to them for a while. But I'm not sending you my popcorn seeds. Yeah, I know. Country Cutie come in first with that last answer. If you've never grown your own popcorn and actually went in your garden to get an ear of corn, bring it in the house and get all the corn off of it and throw it in a pot and pop it and get you some good hot popcorn and put butter and salt on it, you have not had good popcorn. Because that's the only way I ate popcorn growing up. Except for when we lived in New York when I was little and we went to the theater on Saturday morning with our allowance for the week and went to see a movie, we got popcorn. But yeah, when you grow your popcorn yourself, it's pretty good. And I had mentioned that one time before, and somebody in chat said, you can't grow popcorn like that. Well, yes, you do. Yeah, it's so hot here, popcorn pops on the stalk. That's might what happened here. It gets 110 degrees and I got popcorn out there. I'm liable to have it popping off the stalk all over the yard. Wouldn't that be a good cartoon? Linda's garden is under popcorn. Country Cutie says, Linda, Cindy can have my seed since I'm not doing a garden this year. Oh, okay. So Cindy, would you like her seeds instead of Country Cutie said give you the seeds I was going to send her. No, they grow straight up. We grew regular corn in our garden every year. We always grew popcorn because you could shuck the corn off the cob and, get all the little shucks out off of it and stuff and store it in jars and just screw the lid down on it and you have jars full of popcorn that'll last you all winter long till you can grow more. That's how we always got our popcorn. I love corn. My grandparents grew corn every year and we always had tons of corn. I love it. I remember helping my mom cut corn off the cob and make cream corn and put it in the freezer. Or sometimes she'd can it and put it in the jars. But she did both. She'd put some in the freezer, put some in jars. I haven't decided on the seeds yet, Cindy. I was just going to give away seeds, so it's whatever I get together to send. But I figured, this time of year, anybody that is growing a garden or even a pot of anything would want seeds, so. Anyone eat horse corn? I've never heard of horse corn. What is horse corn? You're in Iowa, it's a lot of like corn. I love corn. And I noticed Walmart had some fresh ears of corn. And I should have got me a couple of ears when I was in there the other day, but I didn't. I'll get some the next time I go. Yeah, but they don't do anything special to corn to make it pop. You grow popcorn. It's a different kind of corn that you grow. You grow it and you let it dry on the stalk. And then you bring it in and get all those dried kernels off of your cob and clean them and put them in jars. Yeah, I like cream corn too, Gladys. But you can see the little kernels. They're different than regular corn. See how rounded they are? They're more like round corn than the regular corn is a bigger piece of corn, and it has like one squared end. And these are little round ones, and that's popcorn. I knew it was popcorn the minute I saw it because I've seen my dad plant too much popcorn. And I've popped too much fresh popcorn to know that that is popcorn. Could you imagine it? Well, you really couldn't, because if you picked it when it was still not dried like you would regular corn to eat, regular corn you eat is not dried. You pick it green right off of the stalk. That's how you can eat it. They dry it and then they store it to feed chickens or ground it up for corn. They have to let it dry first. But popcorn, I've never seen anybody take popcorn to try to eat it green before. It's always dried on the stalk, on the cob, and then picked, and then you shell the little kernels off that you throw in your pot to pop. I mean, I bet that will pop if I put it in a pot. If I put those right there in the pot, I'd have me a handful of popcorn. It didn't even have a little receipt with it or anything in the envelope, just this. Didn't even name what it was, but I know what it is. It's popcorn. You like corn whiskey, Dennis? I'm not going to do that, Dennis. Then what if he says send it back and he'll send me my beans? I won't have the popcorn to send. I doubt they'll tell me to send it back, and I don't think they're going to send me my beans either. But that had to be what it was sent, because it shows on Etsy that it was delivered the same day these things came. And I didn't order these from anywhere else. Both of the different types of, or the different ones of the greasy beans that I ordered, both came from Etsy. They may have come from a different seller on Etsy, but they both came from Etsy. And when I checked with Etsy, it showed my delivery, my bean seed had come the same day these two packages were delivered. And I said, well, that's not greasy beans. That's popcorn. I made some strawberry limeade ice the other day. That sounds good, Country Cutie. Linda, I don't think you'll be from them. Huh. Well, I can send you some bell pepper seed or cucumbers. I've got plenty of bell pepper seed. Yeah, I do too, Gladys. I think my bean seeds are gone with the wind. If I want them, I'm going to have to order them from somewhere else that has them, I guess. But I'm not going to be ordering them from Etsy again. I've never had a problem with Etsy before. Of course, I've never ordered a whole lot from them, but the few things that I've ordered from them throughout the years off and on, I've never had a problem until now. You might hear from them? Probably not. Yeah, well, I think that's going to make up my mind not to order anything from Etsy again. If they can't make good of their orders when you notify them that you didn't receive what you ordered. Greasy bean seeds, that's as funny as popcorn seeds, yeah. I'd never heard of greasy beans before, but I put greasy beans in the search bar and did a search, and there they came. They look kind of like not quite like a lima bean, but not quite like some other beans I've seen. And they're white. They are white, but they're in a green pod. Let's see. Okay, Cindy, send me your address. I'm planting macaroni seeds tomorrow. I don't think you can grow macaroni, Dennis. Oh my goodness. Planting macaroni. That reminds me, I want me some macaroni. I'm liable to fix some macaroni tomorrow. Haven't had macaroni in a while. I'm due from some macaroni and cheese. I mean, I had macaroni the other day in one of my dishes, but it wasn't macaroni and cheese. That's what I was talking about. I was trying to bring Estee's site up. Your Jars of Peppers products, first time I've ordered from Esty, only because I trusted you. Yeah, but my stuff don't come through Esty. I don't list my stuff on Esty, Tamara. You ordered through Poshmark, not Esty. I don't sell anything. I think I tried one time and then I've never done it again on Esty. For frozen Stouffer's macaroni and cheese is awesome. Linda, when you were doing the tuna salad, I thought at first you were making a tuna casserole. Well, it's almost the same, only that what I made was a cold casserole. It wasn't like a tuna casserole you put in the oven. Well, it's not coming up on here. I forget, I don't have service on this. I mean, I can bring up Facebook. I could make an emergency call if I had to. Um, I can't even send messages through this thing. But it comes in good sometimes when I have to. I can get on YouTube with it. You made tuna casserole tonight? Well, mine's all gone. I ate it all. It didn't take me too many days to eat it because I love it. No, I just put what I want in there. Dennis said, do you have... No, Cindy says, do you have a white sauce recipe? No, I just put what I've always liked to put in mine. I've never went really by a recipe. Yeah, it's a summer tuna pasta salad or a summer tuna casserole because it's cold. Dennis says Tamara with Pringles on top. Oh, I just add either salad dressing or mayonnaise, either one. And then you saw that I put a little bit of that ranch dressing dip on in mine. I put mustard, I put sweet pickle relish and the juice in there. Sometimes I'll put maybe a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. I didn't put any of that in this last time. Hooked on tater tots. I don't know why I've never been crazy about tater tots. I'll eat them, but I'm not crazy about them. I'd rather just have home fries is what I call them, where you just chop up a potato and throw it in a pan and fry it. Or either French fries. I'd almost rather have French fries than tater tots. Okay, Crunchy Cutie, I'm glad you could come by. You have a blessed night and a good day tomorrow. Stay safe. We've been on an hour and a half already almost. I've got 37. 37 watching. A few more minutes and I'll ask another question for seeds. I don't know. Patty C may be busy tonight. Maybe she had other things to do, or she maybe doesn't even know I'm live. Because it wasn't planned. I posted it at the last minute. Yep, Wilson's not here either. He'll probably be here tomorrow night, though. Okay, Gladys, have a good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. You have a good day tomorrow as well. Maybe you'll be in better spirits tomorrow. Oh, I'm getting sleepy. It's been a day, y'all. I finally relaxed a little bit since the winds quit blowing so hard. It's calmed down now. But it kind of blew all day long today. Not quite as hard, but sounds like it's finally stopped blowing. You shampooed part of your carpet? Oh, they're sleeping right now. I gave them their meal a little while ago before I went live. I just fed them again. So they're out there sleeping their meal off right now. And poor little Lucky, he don't know what happened to his house. I mean, he went out there and he was laying in the middle of it on the wood chips this afternoon. He was laying there in the sun. But he likes going in there laying down, and now there's no top and walls on there. I guess he's wondering what happened to his house. He walks up to me and he meow, 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 like he's asking you, what happened to my house? And when the wind was so bad, when it messed up everything in the greenhouse, I did let Little Buddy and Lucky stay in the house that night. I didn't make them go out. I fed both of them, and then I put Lucky in the little pet taxi, as I call his bedroom. And he slept all night in there. He don't mind going in there. But I put him in there to keep him from Little Buddy fighting with him. I tell you, Little Buddy's jealous. He don't like me paying attention to Lucky. He's jealous. And he'll come in the house. He'll scratch at the door wanting to come in the house. I'll let him in. He'll run around like he's looking to see if Lucky's in here. And when he sees he's not in here, he'll want to go out. I've never seen a cat do that. Oh, the wind knocked over your concrete bird bath today. Oh, wow. A concrete one? It had to be blowing pretty hard. And you know what? I caught Lucky and Little Buddy both the other day. Both of them were in the swing asleep. You know how I always show you pictures of Little Buddy up in the little swing? You know, I say it's his favorite place to sleep, his bed. Well, he was there and Lucky was on this side. Both of them curled up in the seat, sound asleep. I said, well, at least the Little Buddy let him get up there. He didn't fight with him and make him leave. Well, thank goodness it didn't break. I can't imagine, though, that wind had to be pretty hard to blow over a concrete bird bath. Hi, Texas Repo. How are you doing? Yeah, well, that's coming up. I think what is the 11th? Isn't that Tuesday of this coming week? Yeah, Tuesday. I'll have to remember because I got to get up and get him out there between 8 and 9 o'clock. I've only got an hour window to get him there. So I've got it written down on my calendar. And I'll set an alarm Monday night so I don't forget. Yeah, Lucky's big day. He'll get to take a ride in his little bedroom or his pet taxi. He's gotten used to getting in there, so he knows he's put in there to keep him safe, and he just curls up and goes to sleep. Yeah, he's like a kid. He's jealous. He doesn't want you paying attention to Lucky. And like I said, he'll come in the house and he'll run around like he's looking to see if Lucky's in here. And if he sees he's not, he wants to go back out. Okay, I got another question for you for seeds. Y'all get ready. It's on one of the videos I posted on like an update of progress with the fur babies. What were the guys doing in that video? Yeah, it looks like Little Buddy's territorial. Oh, wow, Texas. Well, there was, let's see. I'll have to bring it up. All right, let's see. Tamra Douglas. Yeah, they were basically laying concrete. They were pouring concrete. So it looks like Tamra Douglas got this one. Cindy says drinking beer. Dennis says playing in the mud. So Tamra Douglas. hugging Edith. They were mud wrestling Cindy. Well, that's not too far off. I mean, that was a lot of mud, basically. But it's not the kind of mud you want to wrestle in. You'll end up being a bird bath, a concrete bird bath. Oh, my back is itching. Taking Mexican jobs. They were Mexican guys out there pouring the concrete. And there was a Mexican girl driving one of the concrete trucks because she got out of the truck and she was talking with some of the guys while I was out there videoing them. You can see her in the video if you probably enlarge the picture. Yeah, a lot of these Mexicans, nobody else wants to do it. A lot of these Mexicans, they've got smart. They get the jobs of these machine operators because they're the ones that are making the good money. Like the guys that were out there digging the hole to put the septic down. I can't imagine how much that guy running that machinery was making. He was making good money. Oh, and you know those little green tops that were on the septic, the new septic system? They're the aerobic septic systems. The tanks were real low. And if they'd covered it up the way they were, they would have been underground. But those round green tops, they expanded. They pulled them up. I showed them in one of the videos. I don't know which one. It might have been that one, where they were pouring concrete for the foundation. You know how they raised those green tops up and it made it look like a tube? So now they can cover up the tank, but the top of that tube will still be open because they have to have access to it. I don't know if that's where they put chemicals in it or what they do. Tammers are ganging up on me. Yeah, I found it interesting to watch, step by step what they go through on building a house, from digging out all those mountains of rocks and boulders. I mean, they hauled off great big, huge dump truck loads full of those big rocks and boulders. I can't imagine how many they'd have to leave here with for the 3 lots I have here, because my lots have never been cleared. That's the reason I can't dig holes hardly anywhere. I mean, I could dig, but I'm digging up rocks. And there was somebody that said in the live that their little 3-year-old loved watching the one where they were crunching the trees down. So I figured, well, maybe they'll get to see these other ones where they were pouring the concrete and all this other stuff too. $38 still watching, y'all. No, a lot of these Mexicans have wised up, and they're still doing construction, but most of them are the bosses, and they're making pretty good money. I mean, it's not like it used to be where they were making basically minimum wage because there were illegals coming into the country. A lot of these workers are legal citizens now, and they're making pretty decent money. Donna says, now that I'm old, I find myself intrigued with construction works, maybe labor in my future. Well, I never wanted to get into the construction, the building part of homes or buildings, but I've always liked to draw the designs of the buildings. I mean, I drew the layout, the blueprint of a house that I wanted to build right here, and I've never been able to build it. I had 3 different sets of plans, and I gave one of them to my mom when she was here on vacation one year, and that's what she built her house by. It was my blueprints that I drew up for the house that I was thinking about building. But she didn't tell my brothers that I was the one that gave it to her, that I was the one that did it, because they asked her, well, where did you get plans for a house? She didn't tell them. And my brother said, got to talking about the house or something, and I said, well, I'm the one that gave Mama the plans for that house. I said, I drew up those plans myself because that was the house I was thinking about building. But I had 3 sets of plans. Each one was a little different. And I gave her that set, and that's what she built her house by. He said, well, I never could have done that. He said, you had every one of those measurements down to like 1/8 of an inch. I said, well, that's the way you do when you're trying to build blueprints for a house to be built. But I couldn't believe she didn't at least tell my brothers that I was the one that gave her the blueprints and I was the one that drew the plans. But my brother, he worked in drafting, and he said he couldn't have done that. I couldn't have sat down and drew up plans for a house like that, right from scratch, you know. Like cooking a meal from scratch, you got to think it all up and do it all on paper. Yeah, that was a dream of mine. That's why I bought 3 lots here. I wanted plenty of room on each side of my house if I built it, that I didn't have somebody like right up on my, breathing down my neck. Even if I had a privacy fence around my lots, at least I had space, it wasn't just 5 feet from the fence. But I've not ever been able to build my house. But now I'm just trying to fix up what I'm living in. I call it my country cabin, because that's basically about what it is. Country cabin. It's a Texas style mobile home is what it was back in the day. So I've kind of kept it in that style and just country, cowboyish, whatever. But I didn't take the doors off of my cabinets or my closets. I've heard somebody say that that's the way most Texas homes are, these ranch homes. They don't have any doors. I said, well, why would that be? I've never seen a house with no doors. That means you have no closet doors, no bedroom doors, no doors at all except your front and back door, and that's it. I said, maybe she just knew the people didn't have money to put doors in their house or something. I don't know. Yeah, plumbers make pretty darn good money. They wanted $600 to come out here to fix the drain in my tub. All they had to do was replace part of the... I don't even know if they replaced the pipe. I think they just replaced the drain itself in the tub. And they were wanting $600. And they said it could be more. They didn't know until they got into there to start fixing it. I said, well, I think you can leave now because I can't afford to pay you. So he went outside and got in the van and told his boss that I told him to leave. I couldn't afford $600 to fix the drain in my tub. I would hate to live in a place where it's too close, 5 feet, and the privacy fence is right there. um, yeah, there's more people today that don't honor businesses, They say, well, just put it on account, pay me later. Well, later never came. And I could see where old-timey businesses would go bankrupt doing that. Was he selling popcorn seeds? Tamara, unless it's your kids next door. Now, if it was somebody I really like next door, it'd be different. Like most of these Mexicans that are moving in, it's all their families building these houses around here. Families or friends from Mexico. They know everybody. I don't know any of them. One of them said, I heard him say out there when they were working, what's white lady doing in a Mexican community? This ain't no Mexican community. This is a white people's community, or it was up till a couple of years ago when the Mexicans started moving in and building homes. I mean, just because there's a lot of Mexicans building homes here, don't mean it's a Mexican community. It never has been. Yeah, it's still too close. Sometimes you don't want your family breathing down your neck either. Sometimes a little distance with family members makes a happy family. Donna says, oh, funny, Linda. Well, there's some good Mexican people. I'm not saying anything bad about them. There's some good Mexican people. Don't get me wrong. It's just that it wasn't a Mexican community. They just thought it was because so many Mexicans were moving in. And this house down at the end of the street, the brick home on the corner, it's not been sold yet. The one down below it, another one that was built, it's still up for sale. This one across the street is still up for rent. It's not been rented since Randa and her husband, Gerald, moved out of state for their job. And she said it'd probably be 2 or 3 years before they'd ever make it back to this house, if then. But they're wanting $2,000 a month rent for it, so it's probably going to be a while before it's rented. Yeah, that's the way it was when I grew up, Tamara. A handshake went a long way back in the day. It don't mean a whole lot today. Better not lend anybody money without a contract. Shaking hands ain't going to cut it anymore. You shake hands on the money deal, you'll never see the money again. And there's Frida Cassidy. Hello, Frida. Yeah, it'd be nice if it was still that way, but it's a get-rich-quick, money-making, backstabbing country now. You don't know who you can trust anymore about anything. Yeah, it'd be so nice if it was like that again. It'll never be like that again, though. Dennis, well, I'd shake your hand too if you give me money. Yeah, you can't take anything with you when you go. All you got is one life to live, and you better live it good. I don't know. I was starting. Gladys made me think about it because I was starting to feel really down this week because the gas companies tell me I can't get my discounts on ordering my gas anymore. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, all these years I've ordered gas from this company, and they're telling me now, even if you fill your tank, you don't get a discount. Even if you get over 200 gallons, you don't get a discount. I've always gotten a discount if I ordered over 200 gallons, or at least 200 gallons. And I always got a discount if I fill my tank up, because I've got a 500-gallon tank. You're talking some money. And she was telling me, oh no, we don't give any discounts anymore at the price of propane. So I said, well, we'll be talking later. And I've been meaning to call some of these other companies around here to see what they're charging, and I haven't done it. And I asked her about the card they usually send out. She said, well, I don't know. They usually send it out the end of March. They haven't sent them out yet. And she said, I don't know if they're going to send them out or not. Don't know if you'll get one or not. It's like, well, are you going to single me out and not send me one? Oh my God. Yeah, I own my tank, so I can order from anybody I want. I can order my propane from anybody I want to order from, because these gas companies don't own my tank. I do. It came with my property. Well, my plumber, I forgot how, he was going to replace the insides of the commode, the bulb and all that stuff, and he was going to put on a new handle because the handle was stuck. In the process of trying to get that handle loose, he cracked the tank. Never did get that handle off. It's still on there. But he did replace the tank. The only thing is, I've still got my old commode with the new tank, and it sits too far forward or something. And the lid of the commode will stay up. But you know how guys put the seat up? My seat won't stay up when you put it up. I mean, you can hold it up. But if you're a guy and you're fixing to use the bathroom that way, you better hold it up or it's going to fall on you. And I don't think it'll feel very good. And I didn't know that when it was done, or I'd have made him put in a new commode. Well, she told me it was $3.20 a gallon. And regular gas out here was down to like $2.58 a gallon when she told me the propane was $3.20 with no discounts. Yeah, I've got a 500-gallon tank. It's down on 40%. So you're looking at about 300 gallons of gas put in there at $3.20 a gallon. That's almost $1,000 right there. Of course, it runs me most of the year. I usually only have to order once a year, depending on the weather. But still. That would be a mighty short guy. Oh, my Lord. I think my son found out the last time he was here, we went to the bathroom. You just have to hold the thing up. You can't turn it loose or it's going to fall. I have to put me a piece of Velcro on the end of it where it'll stick to the tank. Oh. Turn it into a safety latch. Dennis, you are crazy. Down to 46 degrees now. It's dropped another 2 degrees since the last time I said what the temperature was. I don't remember how cool it's going to get tonight, but it's not supposed to get down to freezing. Look it up and see. Well, it's actually 43 right now. Maybe this one has it updated. No, it hadn't, because it's that shows 45 and this shows 43. And it's going to be pretty chilly. It's going to be down to 37 tonight, but still, that's not freezing. So I'm hoping those seedlings will be all right. They're not covered up. And then Saturday it'll be down to 36, Sunday 37. But it'll be in the high 40s and 50s the rest of the time at night. So I don't think that'll be cold enough to really hurt them, maybe. Oh no, 23 right now, more snow, 3 to 4 inches Friday. Still 61 degrees where Dennis is. Get enough cough drop in my mouth, maybe I won't cough. I like snow as long as I don't have to go to work in it. If it snows enough, I'm always out there. I'd build me a snowman. I don't care how old I am. Last time we got a good snowfall here, I built a snowman family. I built Mrs. Snowman and Mr. Snowman and Baby Snowman. He just said Donald Trump needs to jail them. All right, Donnie, you have a blessed night. Have a good day tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow night, maybe, hopefully. I'm going to call it a night, too. We've been going on 2 hours now almost, so I'm tired. I know everybody else is, so we'll call it a night. I'm glad y'all could show up. I love each and every one of you. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night. For tomorrow night's trivia night, y'all. Gotta come to trivia night. Love y'all. See you tomorrow night. Bye now.